Hey everybody. Well, time once again for a Comic Bento review. This time it's going to be for January of 2017. So let's get right into it, shall we? Alright, and this month's was red and blue. So first out, starting with blue, we have Joseph Loeb and Tim Sale's comic, SpiderMan Blue. Nice little glossy Spider-Man comic. There we go, Gwen Stacy. And this was a pretty good comic. It basically tells the story of how Peter Parker might have chosen Gwen Stacy over Mary Jane Watson, and it's a really sad novel. But let me read this synopsis. What Peter Parker didn't know was that meant Gwen Stacy wouldn't only get to spend the rest of her life with him. This is the story of how they fell in love, or more appropriately, how they almost didn't fall in love. Welcome to Spider-Man's life. Bad before good. It's kind of amazing. So in order to get the girl of his dreams, he'll have to run the gauntlet of the Green Goblin, the Rhino, 2 Vultures, and a mysterious man in the shadows controlling it all. Join the Eisner Award-winning team of Joseph Loeb and Tim Sale, Superman for All Seasons, Batman The Long Halloween, and Daredevil Yellow, in the story about Spider-Man's first love, Gwen Stacy, highlighted by the introduction of Mary Jane Watson. It is a critical moment in Spider-Man's life when everything was just coming together, only to fall apart. Included in this edition is a special sketchbook section of Sale's original artwork with commentary from both the artist and the writer, plus an introduction from John Romita Sr., the legendary Spider-Man artist who, among other things, first drew Mary Jane Watson. So yeah, I mean, it's a really good read. If you're a Spider-Man, the art is really good. If you're a big Spider-Man fan, definitely pick this up if you see it. But yeah, that is Spider-Man Blue. Next up, from Dynamite Entertainment, Gail Simone wrote this with some other women. I can't pronounce their names, but it's kind of an anthology sort of thing. And we have Legends of Red Sonja. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I mean, because it just tells, has some tales of Red Sonja, but they're kind of interconnecting in a way. But each little tale has a different artist artwork on it. You might pick up some stuff one time, and the very next tale it'll be a different artist. Sometimes it's very subtle. Can't show that. Naughty scene. But yeah. Sometimes it's very subtle. Sometimes you can tell the difference. And the covers are just absolutely gorgeous in this. I just don't understand why they haven't made a movie of Red Sonja. Well, they did have a Blu-ray movie, but I don't understand why they haven't made a live-action movie of Red Sonja. And we even got a excerpt of a script, I think of the first issue, as one of the bonus materials. Some concept art. There is Legends of Red Sonja. Okay, our third book up in this list is an Aspen Comics book, and it is Michael Turner's Fathom Blue, the Comic Bento exclusive, the complete first volume. This one is kind of hard to get into at first. You have to reread some of it. It says, an unlikely team of blue arises. They have all risen from beneath the surface, each for a different purpose, yet joined together by their exile from their respective homelands below, each of them seeking to blend in out of sight amongst the human population. They are the blue, with no home to call their own. But yeah, it's basically about these people that live under the sea, and they try to blend in, but this general right here, this guy right here, he wants to use their powers to capture other blue and just for his own nefarious purposes. Although it kind of has like a twist at the end of it. The artwork is pretty good for Aspen Comics title. It's just, you think one of the sides is doing the right thing, and then you come to find out that all along it was the other person controlling it. And got some concept art for characters or covers. And I think at the beginning of this, right, there's a cover, and there's all the Aspen Comics. I think this one does come with, yeah, at the beginning of it. So at the beginning of this, here's chapter 1. But at the very beginning of this is the prelude. Free Comic Book Day issue. So that's pretty cool. And that's Fathom Blue. Alright. And last, but certainly not least, I've been wanting them to put a Zenescope title in here ever since I got Comic Bento. And at last they have. At last we have Zenescope Entertainment and Grimm Fairy Tales presents Code Red in Age of Darkness. This is pretty cool. I've been trying to track down all these Grimm Fairy Tale comics, and they are just so hard to find. I mean, it is unbelievably hard. But the artwork, I think, looks so beautiful in here, and I love all the Grimm Fairy Tales. I've got some of them over there. I think I got Sleepy Hollow volumes 1 through 8, and 2 others. I'm not for sure which ones, but yeah, these things will go definitely. As you can see, it's just like a werewolf hybrid, so it's pretty cool. And I think it's Red Riding Hood. So us. But yeah, if you've never read a Zenescope Grimm Fairy Tales before, I highly recommend you read it. They're definitely really fun. And and they also did an exclusive sneak peek of Robin Hood, the Robin Hood one-shot, Robin Hood versus Cindy. So yeah, that's Cinderella, who's the main character of this. Let's see, there's Robin Hood. They turned them into females. Well, Robin Hood, they turned into females. But yeah, there you go. That's Code Red. Code Red from the Grimm Fairy Tales. And there's our little card that has both of them. That has Code Red, Fathom Blue, Legends of Red Sonja, and SpiderMan Blue. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty pleased with Comic Bento for January. There we go. There's a hefty amount of reading. I've already read them all because I love reading comics. So yeah, hefty amount of reading. Now, if you love comic books, definitely try out Comic Bento. I am sad to report that this is going to be my last Comic Bento review because there had been a mix-up in ordering February's, and apparently PayPal screwed up, and for some reason where they're located in Canada and I'm located in the United States, debit cards seem to not want to work there. So it's just too much of a hassle just to they get that one box just to get it here. So that is going to be my last review for Comic Bento. Yeah, just go back and look at all the other reviews I have, and definitely if you don't have any issues, like if you have a credit card or something, I'd highly recommend them, but it's just too much of a hassle for me. It wasn't only in February, but it was for the past 4 or 5 months. It's been a hassle doing it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. So yeah, but I will still keep doing my horror pack reviews, and I'll be adding some new stuff up. So until then, we'll talk to you later. Bye.